shackles, so I'm back in this motherfucking bitch. Dick feeling 10 times longer than it probably ever is. I'm not one for bragging brashly, but on the humble I bang 2 girls named Ashley.
Ah, ha 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 ha. What a unfunny intro joke. Hey everybody, welcome to Bodybuilding Theory. This is Matt Pat. And welcome to our new 4th channel, Bodybuilding Theory. But hey, that's just a theory. A bodybuilding theory. Wow, did you guys like that super unfunny intro? Ha 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 ha. Okay, I'm done. Yeah, but anyways, what's up, y'all? It's Yolder. Welcome to my new series, Bodybuilding Theory. And today we're going to be discussing judging in bodybuilding. So, people always talk about this shit, you know, and a lot of complaining about it in particular. You know, like talking about how it's unclear how they judge, etc., etc., in the IFBB. But while granted that is true, I just want to present my theory on how the shows are actually judged, because a lot of people will say, oh, they just go pose by pose and award like 1 point for each pose, whoever wins gets a point type of thing, which to me just sounds stupid, because if you've ever watched a bodybuilding show, when they put like 5 people out on stage, even more, like 6 people in a line, and then they ask them to hit a pose, and they hold the pose for, say, 10 seconds, how are you going to look and judge all 6 of them perfectly in the pose, rank all of them in 10 seconds, and be ready to move on to the next pose? Like, to me, I just don't see that being realistic, right? But, you know, people make these, like, video comparisons, like, my boy, hey guys, what's going on here, Mark Smacks Muscle, my boy, and he, you know, he only has 2 people, and he compares them just in one pose for like a whole minute per pose for just 2 people, and when you do that, you know, you can look at everything and make the decision who's really better in each pose and judge it, and, you know, which, you know, I enjoy those videos, that's good, but that's not how I think bodybuilding contests are judged, because they just can't, you know, like, when you're looking at, like, say, the Olympia, you know, like, the person in, like, 15th place and 14th place, bro, that's just a coin flip. You know, they put those guys up there in the line, and the judges are just like, I don't know, I don't care, they can go 15th, he can be, you know. So down there, I feel like those guys at the end of the lineup really don't get judged at all, you know, because they get, like, a tiny little bit of stage time, and they're standing next to how many other dudes. The judges aren't, you know, giving all those guys a fair shake, putting them in their right places. And I don't even think that the top guys are being judged like that, where they go and mark down, oh, he gets first in this pose, he got first in, you know, Ronnie Coleman got first in 5 poses, so he wins the show in 5 out of, I don't remember how many mandatory poses there are. 5 out of 8 poses, Ronnie wins. You know, that's not what's happening. My opinion is that they just run them through the poses. The judges kind of take it all in. You know, I like that guy. Through all the poses, he was the best. He had the best conditioning. He was, you know, the biggest muscles. He wins. And that guy was the second best bodybuilder. You know, I mean, that's how I would judge a show anyways, too. It just makes more sense. You just kind of, like, watch them do all the poses and then pick who's best. That makes sense to me. Which, granted, it doesn't provide the most clear details, as our boy Tominator would complain about. It's not empirical and whatever, you know, it's subjective because it's judged. That's just what bodybuilding is. It's subjective. So if it's got judges, it's going to be subjective. So I mean, to think like that they would, you know, go through and rate every pose. That's just silly. And what I wanted to do was I found this video of the 1999 Mr. Olympia competition. And here we're going to be comparing Chris Cormier, Ronnie Coleman, and Flex Wheeler. That'll be left to right. And I'm just going to play the video and like talk through what I'm thinking if I were a judge, and kind of just demonstrate to you that you don't really, like, even when it's just three guys, like a top three, they don't even have enough time to compare them the way, you know, a Tominator or a Marks Max Muscle would compare them and overanalyze. You know what I mean? So they just kind of like watch it. They just go through the poses and pick who's best. Now, I mean, yeah, whatever. Let's just get into it. I'm gonna show y'all. So here we go. Chris Cormier on the left, Big Ron in the middle. Flex is gonna be on the right. Mr. Steve Weinberger will call for a front double bicep. There he is. Alright, take a look. I hate how they film these. Why can't you just show all three the whole time? So annoying. We're just staring at Ronnie. Okay. So, Big Ron. He's the biggest. That's easy. Good V-taper. Big Ron all day. Alright, next pose. What are we thinking? By the way, I think I would have had Flex Wheeler second, Chris Cormier third. Lat spread. Big Ron. He's too big. Too wide. Then probably Chris. Then probably Flex. I don't know, like, you can't see, I don't have enough time to look at each individual and compare muscle for muscle. You see what I'm saying? Alright, side chest. This shitty filming, bro. Can we just show all three? Big Ron looking huge. Flex is looking huge too, though. I would have to give it to Big Ron because he's too big. Conditioned. Alright. Also, wow, they take so long to transition between the poses. It's kind of annoying, honestly. I mean, I get it, but it takes a while. Okay, Big Ron looking big. Can we show all three at once? Fuck. Honestly, Flex looks real good. I'd put Flex second, Chris third there. Flex has a good back. So let's take a look here. Real outspread. Coleman has the best glutes conditioning, so I mean, right there, but Flex has some good back conditioning. And again, looking at them one by one, this is just guaranteed Big Ron win because his back's too big. And then Flex Wheeler just looking so narrow. He's probably third, Cormier second for the pose. Let's see. Hit the pose! I'm gonna go... Alright, now they're actually getting into hitting it. And I'm gonna have to say Flex Wheeler's definitely winning this pose. Great tricep, great aesthetics. Then probably Chris Cormier, then Ronnie. Ronnie took third in that pose. Ab and thigh. Get a good view here. They haven't even got to flexing the abs yet, like, bro. Chris looks good. Ronnie does not look good. He's got huge quads. Honestly, I'm going Chris, then Flex, then Ronnie. Might be a shocker, but Flex just doesn't have a V-taper in the ab and thigh pose. So anyways, there you go, there's that. Oh, they didn't do most muscular back then. So they just hit it when they're walking off the stage. But yeah, like, so yeah, I mean, I hope you guys see what I'm saying, that there's not enough time to compare it like these YouTubers do in their video comparisons and really get a detailed idea of who was best muscle for muscle group in each pose. It's just kind of like, after watching that, you know, I feel like Ronnie's definitely winning. It's how can he not be? He's just so much bigger in condition. So like that was an easy one to judge. You know what I'm saying? But as far as second and third, that's a little more difficult here, because both Chris and Flex look amazing. I would probably go with Flex just because he's a little more like cartoonish, just looks crazier, even though Chris Cormier is legendary. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Bodybuilding theory. The judges don't actually go through and rate them pose by pose. They just choose who looked the best when they compare them, and that person wins. They just, who overall gave the best impression, he wins. Who is the second best impression? He gets second, third, etc., etc. But hey, that's just a theory. A bodybuilding theory. And cut.
It's hard to push the beam. Racks on racks on racks, you can't see me. Sipping on that hard till my devil is a genie. Cause off 10 and I trip. Got 2-step wet black tea, rhyme trees.
Oh, what? That kid got